Big news, Project Motor Racing has officially acquired the IMSA license. And I think this is really huge news for sim racing fans from all over. What's going on, everybody? It's Magnus, and in today's video I'm going to be breaking down as to what this means for cars, tracks, and the future of the game. So let's get right into it. So if you guys don't know what IMSA is, it's the International Motorsports Association. It's the group behind some of the biggest endurance races in North America. So we're talking about the 24 hours of Daytona, the 12 hours of Sebring, Petit Le Mans, or the 10 hours at Road Atlanta. So basically pretty much any major sports car race that's held in the US and or Canada, IMSA is running the show. And IMSA is also owned by NASCAR, so that is a fun fact, right? So what could this mean for Project Motor Racing? Well, IMSA, as you guys know, do multi-class races like pretty much all the time, and this brings a whole stack of car classes. Like you have GTP or the Gran Turismo prototypes, and which in and of themselves are two like different classes. Like you have LMH, which is Le Mans Hypercar, and you have LMDH, which is Le Mans Daytona Hypercar. So you guys have probably seen the trailer over a million times already. In it, you'll see the Porsche 963 and the Lamborghini CS63. We can also get LMP2, which includes the Oreca 7. We can also, and obviously, the GTD Pro, which is GT3 machinery like the Ford Mustang GT3 and the Porsche 911 GT3R. Also, in 2025, they also added a GTDX, which is, I assume, from what I understand, it's a all-pro category. Now you'll notice that IMSA and WEC use the same like machinery, and but the only difference between those two is the way they do their BOP, or the balance of performance or balance of power, whoever, like, you know, whichever one that you prefer. So while you see like a multi-racing Porsche dominate something like the 6 hours at Imola or something else like that, and you'll see a AO team Porsche struggle at Daytona, it's because they're using different balance of performances. Now if you don't know what balance of performance is, it's pretty much restrictions so that all cars can compete on equal playing fields. Like, so they'll restrict things like power, torque, or weights, and sometimes even downforce. But IMSA isn't just about cars. It's the events and tracks that obviously set them apart from all other leagues. So with this IMSA license, Project Motor Racing could include legendary tracks like Daytona, Sebring, Road Atlanta, Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca, and the new Detroit Street Circuit, which I think more street circuits need to be added in more racing games. Like St. Petersburg, Miami, like I think those are just as cool as road circuits. Now imagine if this game could allow you to do like the full 12 hours of Sebring in-game, or an online Petit Le Mans weekend with your friends. If the multiplayer structure supports it, this could be one of the most authentic endurance racing experiences we've seen in a game. Now, to be fair, there is games like Assetto Corsa Competizione, there is iRacing, and now Le Mans Ultimate. And I know they have the ability to replicate some of these races and events, but that's because they're on a PC platform, and an experience like that has never made it to console. And I think it'll be interesting what Project Motor Racing does with this license. I know Gran Turismo has had this license since 2022, but me personally, I haven't seen them even do anything with it. Now I know we may have a track, Gran Turismo 7 does have a track like Michelin Raceway, which is Road Atlanta, and Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca, but as far as like online events in those sort of like online like multiplayer game modes or like events. Gran Turismo hasn't really done anything with that, so I'm interested to see if Straightforward Studios can get Project Motor Racing to a level where they're confident with doing those events online as part of their ranked mode. I think personally this could be the game a lot of people have been waiting for on console, and maybe even on PC. You never know. I think there's always room for competition, and I really hope that Project Motor Racing is everything that they want it to be. I hope it's everything that I want to be. I don't think I've ever rooted for a game this much before, but since the sim racing market on console at least is dreary, I think this has some potential to shine, but only if the developers actually like put their hearts and like minds to it. I mean, obviously we've seen what happened with Gran Turismo 7, where they don't listen to the community, and Forza Motorsport is pretty much dead at this point. And as far as Assetto Corsa Capitazione, the online is sort of dead as well, so there's not really much opportunity, I guess you would call it, if you're thinking about only the console space. Now I'm only thinking about the console space because I currently play on a PS5. That's my main that's my main platform at the moment. So let me know, what do you guys think? Do you guys think the IMSA license making it into Project Motor Racing is going to be a must play for you? Are you guys going to check it out? What cars do you think are going to be making their way into this game? What tracks do you think are going to be making their way into this game? Let me know down in the comments, because I really want to know. And this is just the beginning, obviously. You still have a couple of weeks away before this game launches. I am working on a video going through all the cars and tracks that are currently confirmed in Project Motor Racing. I'm also doing a speculation. I'm also adding in some speculations as to what I think will come, because I mean, obviously they haven't really updated their website, so I think that'll be an interesting video to make. They're obviously looking forward to 70 plus cars and 10 plus classes, so we shall see. But if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss any more stuff that comes out of Project Motor Racing. I do have a couple more videos on it coming out soon. And with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy.